This is keyboard cleaning gel, or goo, slime or paste, however you want to call it. This is the first time I'm using it. I always used to clean my keyboard the old-fashioned way, taking it apart, wiping it down with a cloth and then cleaning the individual keycaps with soap and water. So now I thought I need to upgrade. Some time ago I was out taking video of keyboards that had the caps stolen for a little project. Link in the upper right corner. While doing so, I was talking to one of the store attendants and he told me about their gooey way of cleaning the keyboards. He told me that's the fastest way of keeping all the caps super clean. And looking at their store, well, they didn't have that much to clean. Long story short, I handed him 15 euros and he set me up with a container of his white goo. To keep this video brief, does it work as intended? Yes, it does. But it won't become your primary means of cleaning everything.
Yeah, at flat surfaces this is pretty good. But then again, pretty much everything is good at cleaning flat surfaces, so what's the purpose of using this thing? Like, a wet cloth is just as useful for this.
In the beginning I was fairly skeptical. Just placing it onto the keyboard caps, letting it sink in between the keycaps and then pulling it back off does not yield the results I would like it to. It tends to leave some clear solution behind and other residue, tiny fragments of the goo itself that got stuck underneath the caps. So this part was pretty disappointing. The guy in the shop did praise it for exactly this purpose. Then again, maybe he was referring to the old regular rubber dome keyboards. They don't have that much space between the base of the board, the switches and the actual keycap on top, so maybe with an old tiny rubber dome thing that works fine. Testing the goo on the keyboard with the caps removed though, that's a win. Pressing the cleaning gel firmly into place in between the switches pretty much took off all the dust, grime and dirt that was there. And this cleaning session was really necessary. The night before we were playing some old CSI game from I think 2004 and we ate chips and had cocktails at the keyboard. Which is a pretty stupid idea. It just covers everything in this dust and grease that comes from the chips. So after our night of CSI investigations I took apart the keyboard, cleaned the caps with regular water and dish soap and then used the goo for its intended purpose. And if you use it as demonstrated here, it's a fairly functional product. I can recommend it for that. But still, cleaning the keycaps itself doesn't really work with it. For everything else, the goo, slime or gel, it's very practical. Just the price was a bit high. You will find this or comparable products on the internet much cheaper, even tutorials on how to make this stuff yourself, but I can't speak to the quality of the cheaper material and self-made substances. I assume with its 15 euro price tag, or roughly $15, I assume this is one of the more high-end products. It even claims to disinfect surfaces, so maybe that's a big bonus.
Tested according to DMH 2002 against bacteria and fungi and EN 14476 against blah 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 blah. Oh, okay. Includes coronavirus. Nice. So defeat coronavirus from your keyboard with goo.
The instruction says you can use it to clean until it turns from white to a medium gray. I've been using it for a while now and it does accumulate a lot of dust and dirt as it is supposed to, and still seems to work fine even though it's not perfectly white anymore, so maybe I'll keep you up to date on how great it is in a few months. Will I buy it again? Probably not for 15 euros. Maybe for 5, that would be a nice price. I couldn't imagine this being very expensive to produce. So, price aside, this is a handy tool. I can kind of recommend it. I hope you found this review to be helpful and interesting. I never did such a product review on this channel and might be just a one-off thing. But just in case it isn't and you liked the video, maybe give it a like and subscribe for future content, or just check out some of the other stuff we have and see if you like it. If you happen to absolutely love our content, then maybe join our supporters on Patreon, as these fine folks got to see this video well in advance. These wonderful people are Lone Wolf, Zach Gladys, Wrapped in Glass, Cookie, Uncle DG, Harrison Steffens, Plasma, Tome, Rainbow Flash, Grizzlyware, Strange Module, Tainzer, Cop Fighter, Inter, Charles Surratt, Sir K, and Jared. To them and everyone else, thanks for watching. Hopefully, see you guys next time. Until then, have a nice day, and as always, goodbye and guten Tag. Oh yeah, this goo is absolutely fun for just messing around.
Can I cover my entire hand in it?
Ew. You're cleaning it.